Good evening, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Ooh, I love the background, Alana. First off, thank you. That is fantastic.
You're welcome.
Um, Welcome, everybody. We are Corporate Crash Course. I believe we are now going by the corptocracy, where the games are thematic and the rhetoric is bureaucratic. It's our inaugural stream here. I don't know how I feel about it, and I'm going to be nervous the entire time. So we are going to get into it, I guess. By the way, I'm Cody. I'm the judge. We'll be going all over the place. If we go in order of how I see it on the stream, Chris, you're up next.
All right, I'm Chris. Yeah, I'm excited to play tonight, and whatever shenanigans ensue, we'll see what happens.
All right, Zoe.
I'm Zoe, also excited to play and excited for shenanigans.
Mike.
I'm Mike. I definitely contribute to the shenanigans, but I don't know if I'm excited about them.
That's a very hard stance to take right now, but I appreciate it. Nick.
I'm Nick, and I'm gonna try not to die.
And finally, we have super producer Alana, who is joining us tonight. Go ahead, Alana.
Hello. Most of y'all know me. These guys don't, but everybody out there in Wonderland does. But yeah, I'm the producer, and I accidentally made an extra head on the screen, so we kind of just forcefully shoved me in here. So, hi, welcome, thank you.
You didn't have to say that way. You could have just...
You were excited to join us, maybe?
Yeah,
I am
so
excited to join
it.
Don't worry, I am excited. It's just really funny how it happened.
Well,
improv's just yes and, you know?
Exactly. Being that it's our first adventure here on the official Goodman Games Twitch, which, holy crap, here we are. We're playing Sailors on the Starless Sea, if people can see that. The wonderful zero-level funnel, which I have run before. Absolutely love it. So I'm super excited. Everybody has all their characters, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. As many as we possibly can.
Good. We'll see how many die. Who knows? Alana, I sent that to you in an email, and at some point, I'd love that if we can get an in memoriam. That'll just keep filling up with people.
I might have forgotten to make that.
That's fine. That's fine. Next time. We'll deal with it next time.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, somebody will keep track.
Yeah, no one's dead yet, so it's
Nothing to worry about. Okay. So we're gonna skip this and basically go straight to in media res. As you guys all stand in front of the massive ruined keep. You've all kind of grown up in villages, or the village close to this very evil looking decrepit ruin of a castle. For the longest time, nothing has really kind of happened to it, but you all have heard various stories about the rituals and the terrible stuff that kind of had happened there way in the distant past. And suddenly, recently, for some reason, strange humanoid creatures have been supposedly stealing people from the outskirts of the village and taking them back to the fort. So, good news, you all have been drafted to figure out what the heck is going on. So, we cut right to you guys all being there. You stand before the ruined keep, which squats atop a low, craggy hill. Its walls of toppled stone and massive granite blocks hinting at forgotten battles and the clash of mighty armies. Now, the ruins seem host only to creeping vines and the foul miasma that drifts down from the keep. The air is overrun with pestilence. Fat flies bite at you incessantly. The clouds of small black insects choke your every breath. The long-abandoned land is choked with thorny vines that drape the sickly trees and hang from the ruined walls. There is an odor of rot and decay, as if the hill itself were decomposing from within. A sight gives you pause. A ragged banner, depicting a crimson skull on a black field, stands high atop the ruined walls. Whatever lurks within has terrorized you and your village for far too long. You turn to your companions and ready your meager weapons. The time for retribution has come. Now, before we go gallivanting right into the keep, I'm going to get each of you to roll a d10 for me. to figure out what your group has heard in terms of rumors about the place. So we'll go again kind of in order. So Chris, I'm going to call on you first.
Alrighty. Let's see. I have 6.
6. You've heard that a sleeping dragon lurks beneath the keep. If you accept his quest, supposedly he will grant you a wish. Okay, Zoe?
I have an 8.
An 8. Nothing good can come of disturbing the evil ruins. You'll only unleash the horror beneath the hill. So you really didn't want to go, but you've kind of been pressured into going, I guess.
Perfect. Sounds just like me.
Mike?
That's a 5 for me.
The keep was ruled by chaos lords. Even after their defeat, their corpses were never discovered. Okay. Nick?
7.
Beware the well. It has swallowed many a poor soul. And Alana?
Gotta unmute myself. 2.
The keep sits atop an ancient horror, a seed so wicked that it taints all that come near. By the way, Alana, have you ever played this one?
I have actually never played Sailors.
Oh,
no.
this is going to be fun.
I'm extra excited.
Good.
This is why they made the extra face hold, because they were very excited.
I may or may not have devised this all
Yes.
along.
It was all part of the plan.
Not surprised. She kept hinting at it through the email chain we've been having. Just, yeah, I can play. It's no big deal. Whatever.
He originally just wanted me to be a peanut gallery, you know, the people in the top of the Muppets.
I just like including everybody and bugging them when I can. So sorry for being inclusive.
That's why we like you, though.
Do you though? Who knows? Maybe not by the end of this. Okay, so you guys have followed the path. You stand, I don't know, we'll say roughly 100 yards away from the keep. The path kind of bends to a very decrepit-looking door. It's looks like it's about 15 feet wide. It's got a why am I gonna forget the word for it? The big metal grate that can come down to close off the keep, but it's up currently. You see there's a kind of moat with, you know, a really shabby looking attempt at a drawbridge that used to maybe be there. And there's a very old dead tree along the way. So you're kind of approaching from the southern wall of the keep, and the door is kind of in the southwestern corner. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys to decide how you want to approach and how we're going to do this. Your group of what? Sorry, there's 5 of you. So that's Elena. You have 2 characters or 4?
I have 4, but I can cut it down to 2 if you
Cool.
want.
No, it's 4. It's fine. 4 is 4. 4 is good. There's 20 of you.
Cody will cut it down soon enough.
Oh, yeah.
Just whittling away. That's it.
They won't even get names by the time they're dead.
Little do you know, I'm naming them now.
Wait,
I'm getting
waste of
attached as we
That's a
speak.
waste of your time.
we weren't supposed to name them?
Yeah. Oops. Rookie mistake.
I mean, I'm
Okay.
just referring to mine as jobs, so that's it.
Perfect.
They get a name if they survive till first
Very,
level.
very utilitarian
Yes.
of you.
It's just so cruel to your characters.
It's because we know their fate.
I love to live in that blissful ignorance, you know?
Nope, not here. Not allowed. We're big time now, Zoe. Not allowed.
Oh, you know, my characters were pressured into being here, so I'm not approaching anything.
Just gonna hang back here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let someone else go first.
Uh,
All right.
you know, I guess I'd be curious to approach, considering there's a chance of a dragon giving wishes, so it's gonna
What could go wrong?
Yeah, just cautiously approach closer to see if it's safe to like get across the what you said was like a shabby attempt at a drawbridge.
Yep. That sounds good. So you're getting closer, and the walls are appearing to kind of get higher and higher in front of you. It looks like overall they're probably roughly about 30 feet. As you kind of start to approach, just before you get to the ramshackle drawbridge, you actually see a pair of bodies that are secured to a pair a pair of spikes on one side of the path. And as you approach, you notice that the vines have worked their way through all aspects of the body, like going in and out of the mouth, the eyes, the nose, a bunch of other various parts. And as you approach, they start moving towards you.
Okay, that's all good. I'm gonna see if I can at least try to dodge my best. Hopefully.
It's too late. Everybody gets to roll initiative. Yay!
Well, all right then.
I need to open something so I can do this. Okay.
I haven't gotten to use my new funky dice, so I'm going to use the d20 out of that now.
Hooray! It always feels
Funky
good.
dice.
Yes. The DCC with like the whole dice chain in it. I felt like now that I'm running DCC games, I needed it.
Yes. Okay, why is this? I don't have a pen or anything. What am I doing? I'm great at this, I swear. I know what I'm doing. No, wait, I have a thing. I'll just do it here. Screw it. Okay. Okay. So what did everybody get? Should I go in order again? We'll do it this way. Chris, what's up?
I have a 13.
Okay. Zoe.
I have a 12.
All right, Mike.
10.
Well, this is working perfectly so far. Nick.
Even better, an 8.
Alana.
I rolled a 16.
Oh, damn it.
And somebody apparently gets a +1, 2 +1. Oh my goodness. Ghosty Squid, are you giving us all +1s or specific people +1s?
Please let it be the vines. Please let it be the vines. Please let it be the vines.
I do permit that they are allowed to say that the +1 goes to the judge, or even a reroll goes to the judge if they want. There's a player buff and a player reroll in the chat right now. So, do you have that for a specific person, or are you banking that for our players to use when we need it? We will wait for him to respond because it takes like 5-10 seconds.
True, that's fair.
Don't let it be the vines. Don't let it be the vines.
Is it? It's a +1 buff, but somebody can potentially reroll.
Just
okay.
banking
You can bank
it. If
it.
the judge
That's
will
fine.
allow.
That's fine.
Cool.
Well, it wouldn't have mattered because the vines are going first anyway.
Oh darn.
So I appreciate it. I do. So the two of them are going to step up to attack, and the way that I'm going to do this is the first one is going for Alana, whoever is first in your marching order. The other one is going for Mike, whoever is first in your marching order. So Alana, your first one is a 10.
It does not hit. You missed
Oof.
Martha the corn farmer.
Well, now I got to kill Martha at some point later.
Oh no!
No.
Mike, I
Martha's
rolled
got
a
a target on
they
her
rolled a
back.
7, so I'm assuming that also missed.
A 7 is not going to miss, so my poor old beggar with his arm in a sling and crutches under his arms
Oh,
definitely
great.
steps back out of the way.
Oh, great. Sorry. So they didn't miss?
No, that is a miss.
Oh, good. Oh,
He's a lot quicker than he looks.
seems to be. That's too bad. Okay, so they both swung and missed. So Alana, you are up now.
All right. I am going to. So these are vines, right?
They're animated bodies.
Animated
that are
bodies,
that are
okay.
basically moving by vines.
Okay. Well, I mean,
On spikes.
I got a spear, so I'm gonna try and skewer one of these guys and like lift him up and make it so they can't move. I guess.
The vine corpse kebab.
Gonna
Yeah.
try. Okay.
I'll try. I'm going to guess that a 6 doesn't hit.
Does not. Your feeble attempt gets swatted away by a vine that comes out of the body's midsection. It's just like, okay, Chris, you're up.
Okay, I guess I'll go marching order for the first two attacking one vine corpse thing.
Oh, yes.
And
Sorry,
the
I should go back then. Alana, actually, we run it typically that all 4 of your characters get to go. At the same time. Yeah.
Oh.
It might be overpowered. If it ends up happening, I'll just change it later because I'm the judge and can do whatever I want.
That's fair. So I don't have to just use one of my characters to attack?
No,
Okay.
you can use all of them.
Okay, well, then I'm gonna try to use my cleaver to sever some vines and maybe drop a corpse.
This
Beat
might
up
be
those
fun.
vines.
Does a 15 hit?
It does.
Sick. That's gonna be 1 damage, though.
Woo! Sever part of a vine.
And I guess I'll use Maggie and try to stab it with a dagger as well. That rolled off the desk. We're just gonna let it drop and see what it does.
We can
It's
assume it's a
actually a
fumble.
15.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So, I'm assuming that hits.
Yes, it
4.
does. Nice. Okay, yeah, you've torn quite a bit off of this dead body. It's still kicking though. You got one more, or are you?
I'm gonna stop there.
Okay.
My Adele, my gambler, is like, I didn't sign up for this. Why did you guys bring me?
Dell's not gonna roll the dice on this.
Lost a bet.
Yeah, she's not okay with her odds.
Yes.
And this is where she draws the line.
Gotta know where to.
She
Gotta know
plays
where to
with
fold
money,
them.
not with
Yep.
blood. Okay.
Reasonable.
Be
Hey,
fair, it's
Chris.
more of sap with these guys.
Yes. Chris, you're up, sir.
All right. Well, I guess my ragtag group here, most of them have weapons that are suitable for guarding, so we'll see what happens. Yeah. Like the first two will attack one vine corpse, and the other two will
Right.
attack the other. So
Do it up.
I'll start with my. All right. First is my elven Chandler attacking with his mighty scissors here. Will a 14 do it?
A 14 will.
Ah,
Frozen
perfect.
flame- Oh, there we go.
In that case, that'll be 2 points of damage.
Woo! Which one are you going against? You have a 50-50 shot. The ones that are in front of Alana's group, or the ones that are in front of Mike's group? Doesn't really matter. Well, I guess it kind of does. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll do Elena's group with the first two characters.
All
I got here.
right. What are you
All right.
doing?
So,
All right, keep going. Who's up next?
all right. Right. So I got my elven artisan tagging with his staff. That'll be 11.
That's not going to do it.
All right. Okay. Well, I guess the other two then. My costermonger attacking with his knife.
Ooh, okay.
I'm guessing a 6 isn't going to do it.
Nope.
Nah. All right.
Little
And
too low.
finally, yeah. All right. And finally, my halfling chicken butcher, fittingly attacking with his hand axe. Oh, 20.
Whoa, like dirty 20 or natural 20?
Oh no, this is a nat 20.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Spicy.
To the crit table. Huzzah. Okay. You're at crit table 1. And you got what, a D4? I think all
It's
level ones have
Uh,
D4.
level
Go ahead,
0.
sir.
D4. Okay, let me see here. Oh wait, wrong one. 1.
Opportunistic strike. Inflict +1 D3 damage with this strike.
Ooh,
Hey.
nice.
Not bad, not bad.
+1 D3 damage. Okay. Gonna have to get out my special dice here. Okay. So on top of my 1d6 damage as well there. Okay. So that'll be a 4. And with my with a D3, that's 3 on top of that as well.
Oh my god, 7 damage.
Yep.
Wow, okay. Yeah, you tear apart the other vine. Chris, you're getting asked in chat, what's the halfling chicken butcher's name?
You know what? Off the cuff here, I'm gonna say it's Chuck the Chicken Butcher.
Oof.
I was slightly expecting you to say his name was Butch.
Yeah.
You would think
Okay.
I instead of zigging, I went zagging. So
Yeah.
Well, funnily enough, Chuck also entered my mind, so it seems very natural to me.
Yep. It was 50-50, really.
yeah.
Okay, Chris, you had what, one more character?
no, that's all 4 of them.
All right, Zoe, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to have my hunter Dawn use his short bow, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
or attempt to. Oh, I rolled a natural 20.
Yeah.
Yay!
4 crits. 4 crits.
Okay, so I roll a d6 for... and then it's a d4 for the
Correct.
only die I don't have out. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess. 3.
3.
D4.
Stunning crack to forehead. Inflict +1 D3 damage with the strike, and the foe falls to the bottom of the initiative count next round. What?
So d3.
Yeah. On top of your normal attack.
Okay, my normal attack I got a 2, and for the d3 I got a 3.
Sweet. Which one are you? It doesn't matter. Whichever one you choose is now dead.
Cool. The one on Elena's group side is what
Cool.
I was going for.
All right.
Cool. And then I'll have Buck, my woodcutter, run up with his hand axe and hack at the other one. Maybe.
Hope so.
8.
That's not gonna hit.
He tried. He's
He did.
trying so hard.
He did.
Those trees can be hard to hit for a woodcutter.
Yeah. I'll have Smuggler use a sling. That is a 7. Definitely doesn't hit.
No.
And Dolores, my blacksmith, will attempt to use her hammer. 16.
Yep.
Oh, nice. 2 hammer damage.
Okay. The last one is still standing somehow. It's like head is off awkwardly to the one side, like just clear sap just leaking out of, multiple gashes. And we move to Mike.
Okay. Yep. So my one guy is going to put down his pair of shoes that he was working on mindlessly while this was happening. Take that all and stab at this creature with it.
Cool.
That's only a 4, so that's going to miss. And then my elven artisan will smack it with a staff. which is a 15,
Yep,
and that is for 2 whole damage.
it is dead.
Aha! Stabs always work.
Both sets of bodies just end up kind of falling over, and the vines stop wiggling. And like I said, kind of this clear sap-looking stuff kind of just oozes out of both the sets of bodies. But then that's it. You can step over the now fresh corpses again. I don't know.
They're fermented.
They're re-dead. Okay. So yeah, now the gate stands in front of you. Like I said, the walls look about 30 feet high. You can see like there's a corner kind of immediately on your left side, and you could walk along the wall to then go around another corner. But I'll leave that up to the group.
You said there's a portcullis blocking the path?
No, the portcullis is up. Thank you for reminding
it's
me of
up.
the word, Mike. Yes.
It took me a while too. I only just remembered it.
Just showing off now.
Yeah.
He's got the dictionary on his lap for sure.
I was about to say that. He just secretly isn't flipping through it. Like, I know this word's in here. It starts with a P.
He wasn't making shoes during that encounter. He was
Stupid
looking
geek.
up
I was
words.
looking up words.
Gary the guild beggar is gonna go see if he can turn anything over in these bodies. Anything more than vines.
Nope. No, they're actually yeah, you roll over one of the bodies, and actually the body, like the gut of the body kind of expands as though it's filling with gas and then pops open.
Ooh, I don't like the sound of that.
And Gary suddenly gets covered in a bunch of very sticky small seeds.
Is there a moat? There's a moat here.
It was nice knowing you, Gary.
There is, but it doesn't have any water in it.
Oh no.
I mean, stop, drop, and roll.
That's pretty much Gary panics.
Yes, F's in chat for Gary, please.
Oh no.
Yeah, Gary starts rolling in the dust.
Okay. Are you gonna kick the other one, or are we just?
Gary's not. Gary's rolling.
I will say, blind GM, I'm probably not the best person to emulate, but these people keep playing with me, so maybe I don't know.
Have some
Okay.
more confidence, man.
Remember, if anyone asks, you work here.
Yes, of course. Okay, Gary has been officially seated. Gross. What do we want to do?
What do these seeds all over Gary look like?
They look like
So right now I'm picturing like peach pits stuck to his body.
no, significantly smaller.
Oh, okay.
Think yeah,
Less painful.
Chia Bob Ross is probably closer. I'm thinking like
Like before you water it or after?
before. Like little, I'm even thinking like poppy seeds. But they're
Okay.
they're covered in
So
this.
he's looking like
mucus.
a bagel.
Yes.
It's like an everything bagel.
Like a
is
really
what it looks
really wet everything bagel.
Oh,
Wet everything
gross.
bagel. Oh no.
I don't think I
Doesn't
ever
sound-
want to eat an everything bagel anymore. I'm just
Is
gonna
there-
think about Gary and be sad.
Gary, the nameless character who's level 0.
He's not nameless. His name is Gary.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no,
Gary the
Gary's
Nameless,
not
I
a real
like it.
name. What do you mean?
You said the moat is just a dry riverbed right now. Is that
Yes.
like just as far as we can see? If we were to follow it, is there any like puddles or anything we could use to wash Gary off?
I mean, how far do you want to go? As far as you can see from here, it's dry, and basically from kind of here,
You said we're near a corner, right?
yeah, but you can kind
All
of
right.
as
So if
far
I just,
around
like-
as you can see, you can't see any water.
All right. So if I just go over to the corner and look down the.
Yeah, you don't see any more water.
All right. Do I see anything else while I'm there?
Not particularly. You just see kind of a lot of castle wall, and then it kind of like curves towards the back corner, and you lose sight of it after that. No, Ghosty Squid. Gary does not have a last name. He does not get a last name until first level if he survives.
That's how we earn our last names.
Honestly,
Just
I think
like
he's
it out
lucky
of
he's
first
got a
name.
first name at
Exactly.
all.
Yeah. So okay, I'm having trouble picturing this because my brain is fuzz.
It's
but
fair.
so we see a castle
Yes.
and that's across the moat.
So you guys have basically kind of come upon. You're on one side of a small moat. The moat is like maybe 5 feet across.
Okay.
The wall in front of you looks like kind of solid earth, goes straight up about 30 feet. It's been whitewashed. There's a small door in kind of the lower left-hand corner, which is where the really kind of terrible drawbridge, which is 3 planks of wood, kind of at odd angles, that lead to a portcullis, which is currently open. The wall extends probably about another 10 feet to your left-hand side and then goes around a corner. And on the other side, it goes for probably about, I don't know, 50 feet before hitting another kind of turret and then going around a corner.
Can I go check out that one side, the shorter side that goes around the corner, and just like peek around and see if anything's there?
Yeah, sure. Mike was just asking that too.
Yeah.
So the from before, the moat kind of continues to go around. If you kind of peek your head around, you see that the wall, the corner of it kind of juts out in like an extra, like a little square. Like there's a like a tower that's just
that's what you mean.
jutting out slightly, but you peek around it still, and it kind of goes back in, and the wall runs for probably about another 50 feet before it juts at a 45-degree angle, kind of out of view.
Okay.
Is this making sense?
Yes, no, that makes sense now.
Okay.
I could not picture that in my head to save my life when you first said it.
That's fair.
It's one of those things that it's like
Words
I
are
have to
hard.
They are. They
I
really
mean-
are.
Not everyone can picture things in their heads. So.
It takes me a couple of tries.
We could use maps, but I just hate everybody, so we're not going to do that.
So do
I
we
could
just
cheat
go in
and
the
look
front
up the
door
map.
here?
Don't you dare.
Yeah, so what were you saying, Mike?
Oh, essentially, we just go in this front door right in front of us here.
I think that's as good enough plan as anybody else could probably come up with, especially me.
I mean, I'm sure Gary could just like get some dirt, try to rub it out, see if it helps.
Oh, I
Oh,
was
yeah,
just gonna leave Gary.
Oh yeah, that's
Sorry,
another option.
sorry.
Stay.
I'm going to take a wide berth away from you in the group. I don't know what those seeds are, and I'm not okay with this.
What if we just send Gary in first? Gary, go through the door.
What if they explode? He can kind of, kill the baddies for us first.
Yes. Question about Gary. Are the seeds stuck to his skin or his clothes? Or both?
Well, okay, the seeds
And do they
are,
fall off him as he moves?
The seeds are like encased in a mucousy matrix, like I mentioned, and that's how they're kind of attaching to him.
So is he just coating himself in dirt on this mucus and it's not actually kicking anything? Oh, you're really gross.
Can you maybe like rip some of like your t-shirt or something and wipe them off? Like,
I mean, Gary's a guild beggar. It doesn't talk.
Dude, you're kinda
his
gross.
Clothing is not.
They're
listed,
like
but
on his t-shirt. Like
he's basically wearing like a robe,
It's like-
which
have you ever imagined yourself covered in Vaseline? It's like that.
I can't
but
say
now
I've
over
ever
top
I
of a
imagine that.
phone.
being
No.
covered in Vaseline.
No.
That's
I
just way
wasn't
too much
gonna-
moisturizer for me.
You know, just
There's no
you needed the
All right.
visual. I'm sorry.
It puts the seeds on the skin, or else it gets the vines again.
No. If someone say had a waterproof sack, would that be large enough to clothe a Gary?
He's not a big guy.
Like if I cut a little hole for his head and his arms?
I'm gonna say no, because like a waterproof sack in that day would be what, like a wineskin, so it's
Yeah,
probably
like,
like that big. Yeah.
I don't know. Grasping at straws here. I've got steel tongs. We can try and pick them off, but that's a lot.
I'm just gonna
Right.
walk in.
I'm gonna. Oh.
Yeah.
I was gonna offer Gary to go money to go first.
No,
Yeah,
right.
you guys are arguing about what to do with Gary. I'm just like, see ya. Just
Never mind, Gary. Who needs him?
he's dead to me already. Sorry,
I'm gonna
Gary.
keep at least 15 feet between my people and Gary. Minimum.
Gary's just walking around looking for a hug now.
Poor, I do feel a little bad for Gary. Like, as the player, I feel bad, but as my player characters, not so
No.
much.
No, fuck Gary. Fuck this guy.
Hey,
Sorry.
Cody.
Oh.
Oh.
On it. There's the look. Okay. I apologize. That's my one. I won't do it again. Okay, so Alana, you're walking in. So the dark moss-eaten gatehouse towers above you, grim and foreboding. Murder holes fashioned in the likeness of looming toads threaten to gout forth flaming oil and tar. Black arrow slits pierce the high stone walls. You can hear the flap of the heretical banner above, hidden from sight by the vine-draped battlements. The ancient drawbridge has long since fallen away into ruin, leaving only a few rotting planks placed across the ditch. The heavy iron portcullis stands half raised, the rusty spikes a mere 4 feet above slots cut into the stone floor. I don't know why I read that. I had already described all of that before. So here we go. I'm picturing it like you walk like underneath, and when you look up, there are murder holes like in the stone above you, and that's what the toads are.
mm-hmm.
Like they had way too much time on their hands.
Yeah, why would they make it look like toads? I feel like they never really got attacked if they had the time to make toads.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a good toad?
I mean, I can't complain about a good toad, but all right.
You've entered a courtyard. Do you want me to describe that, or are you just
Yeah,
still looking
yeah,
at these toads?
please. Yeah, no,
Cool.
I'm done admiring.
Cool. The courtyard is overgrown with sickly weeds and thick brambles. A deathly silence hangs in the air, as if even the frogs and insects are afraid to draw attention to themselves. The smell of rotting vegetation is pervasive, and the ground sucks at your boots with every tentative step. Nearly all of the courtyard's buildings have fallen into ruin. A single burnt-out shell set against the keep's east wall is the only remaining structure. Set near the heart of the courtyard is a well, framed with a crude pulley system. To the east is the keep's sole standing tower. Basically walked in. This thing looks, it's kind of like a big square. There's a ruin of some kind of a building against the right-hand wall, which is the east wall. There's a well kind of in front of you, further up into the courtyard. Yeah, in the southwest corner is the only still standing tower.
Y'all hear
West or
from behind
southeast?
you.
Sorry, the tower is it southwest or southeast?
Sorry, southeast.
Yeah, okay, all right. I thought that's what you said the first time. All right. Well, beggars stick together, so my beggar will take Gary over to the well.
And as you do, Gary, no, beware the well. It has swallowed many a poor soul.
Guys, I don't think Gary's okay. I think these seeds are really getting to his brain.
Beware the well.
So you said there's a pulley system on this well?
Yeah, there's like a little bucket. And you can lower the bucket in.
Yeah, so I'm gonna lower the bucket into the well.
Cool. I'm gonna give me a second here.
You pull
Okay.
a bucket up full of frogs, nothing else.
They really
So-
like frogs here.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
They
Sense of
worship
theme.
a giant frog somewhere.
So really the well, Mike, it's a low stone wall. There's a bunch of eerie sigils built atop the crest of the stone, kind of around the edge of the well. Like I said, there is actually, sorry, I lied. There's no bucket. It's just a pulley
Oh.
with a very thick chain that
Is the
goes
ch-
kind of all the way down. You look down and you can't see any, like, there's no water or anything. It's just black.
Oh, I just want to pull the chain up with the winch.
Okay. It just keeps going and going and going. You think you hear a soft moan rising from the well.
Beware the well.
I think the moan's just Gary.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. Keep pulling the chain up.
I mean, if I have to, I'll treat him like a chicken and use my hand axe. So
Whatever's in the well or Gary?
maybe both. I mean, depending.
Brutal.
Jeez.
I don't think Alana wanted to play with us, guys.
I feel real bad about Gary now.
That's why you can't get attached to level 0 characters.
No. But I didn't know people would be so cruel about them either. Anyway, so as I'm assuming you're gonna keep going with the chain, or did you stop with the moan and Gary's weirdness?
I stopped. I'm gonna kind of slowly back away from this well now.
Can I take a copper piece and like chuck it in the well and see if I hear it hit something or hear it drop?
You can do whatever you want.
Well, that's what I want to do.
You flick it, like you flip it off, and you hear like a ting, and it flies through the air and falls down into the well, and you keep hearing it fall, and you keep hearing it fall, and you never hear it hit anything.
I don't think we're getting any water from this well.
No, I think not.
Wait, are we just throwing copper around in front of two beggars?
Would you like
Want to
one?
go after it, Gary?
I mean, Gary might try and grab it out of the air.
Tries to catch it, falls in the well.
I'll just give both of your guys a piece of copper. How about that?
Try and prevent them from climbing into
Yeah,
the well.
don't
to
go in
get
the well
one.
for that thing. Here, have one apiece.
I'm after it.
I'm gonna make sure that I'm very, very daintily giving it to Gary. I'm just like, I'm gonna drop it into your hand. So I don't want to touch your mucus. Anyway.
Things you never thought you would say.
Anyway, I don't know if I want to be near the well anymore. It's kind of freaking me out.
So let's go check out this building instead.
Oh, Ghosty Squid, you missed a lot, man. There's more talk of mucus, and we found a really cool well that nobody wants to go down. So
Beware.
Quality streaming. That's it.
Also, Gary's going insane.
All right, Mike, you wanted to go check out the building, right?
I do. Yes.
Cool. Okay. So it's a set of ruins. This once proud edifice has fallen into ruin like the rest of the keep. All that remains of the building are fire-scarred high stone walls and toad-faced gargoyles leering from above. The singed bronze doors, cast with hundreds of wailing demonic faces, are barred from the outside. The portal is marked with a single word drawn in flaking red paint: repent.
Are we sure that's paint?
I mean, it's bright red.
No.
Blood doesn't dry bright red.
Oh, it is bright red?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
What if I knock on this door? Just give it an old, like, loud banging, and
Well,
then
it is
listen at it.
bronze, so it kind of rings within the ruin for a bit.
Hurt your
Um,
knuckles.
But you listen
Oh,
and you
well-
don't hear anything.
All
What
right,
if
I'm
we
gonna
do
open
it in
it.
a pattern? Like shave and
knock
a
in a pattern?
haircut. And see if it says 2
2
bits
bits.
back.
To avoid hurting my knuckles, I will take my pole, my 10-foot pole, and I will do shave and a haircut and see what comes back. I like this idea.
Nothing. Nothing comes back.
Oh. It
All right.
doesn't hurt to try.
Then I will unbar it and crack a door.
Okay. I mean, it's super easy to do. But inside you see it's a chapel of sorts. And you find 6 charred skeletons basically lying around the chapel. Some are crushed by burnt falling beams. At the head of the chapel is a fountain depicting a squat demonic toad. A foul black ichor seeps from the toad's broad lips, pooling in the basin seated at the foot of the fountain. So that's what you see initially. So I'm also assuming that like the entire inside of this place is just like black with soot.
I would like to poke the nearest skeleton with my 10-foot pole.
Okay.
That's a choice.
I mean, nothing happens.
It doesn't.
Oh, actually,
move or
no. This
shift
is fun.
or-
You poke it, and the bones kind of shift and slightly crumble.
Oh.
One of them even like kind of like you expect bones to snap. This bone didn't snap. It kind of like falls in half, and towards the middle of it, you can actually see it's like burning.
Well, I wouldn't have seen that because this is my Cooper, who I haven't mentioned, actually has a barrel with him, and he's been rolling it around with the stuff inside. And as soon as the bones shift, he's gonna duck behind the barrel.
Great.
But other than that,
Chapels
Does-
might have like an offering dish or something like that, huh?
Oh, I see where this is going.
Well,
Are you
you're
saying
welcome
you're gonna
to
waste
go-
my 2 copper that I just gave you, Gary?
Yeah.
I think he might be saying he's going to add to the 2 copper you just gave him.
well, you're welcome to go check out these moving bones that are crumbling and turning to dust.
You poked them. Of course they're gonna move.
Have they moved any more since I poked them?
No.
I think Gary will venture in to look for an offering dish or something.
Okay. You don't find an offering dish, but on walking around and looking, what Gary ends up finding is actually a golden censer. So one of the like swinging incense burners that's on chains that you can kind of move back and forth. It is golden, and he takes you got to rub the soot off of it. Thing looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'd like to take that.
Go ahead.
Okay, is it still like, does it still have incense in it?
Yeah, it's not smoking right now though.
Okay, well, Gary has some flint. Gary's gonna light it and come out. Beware.
Swinging it back and forth.
Yeah.
And here I thought you were just gonna like just swing it around and be like, look what I can do.
He tries to use it like a
Alright.
yo-yo. Look at this cool thing I got. Chank. Chank.
Doesn't come
Seeing-
back up.
No,
Seeing the gleam of-
he's doing it himself.
Yeah.
Seeing the gleam of gold, my beggar would like to go in and take another look around for anything Gary's missed.
Okay. So Gary has left the chapel with the sensor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Oh.
Just wondering. Yeah, Mike, roll a D3 for me.
1.
Okay. You found a blackened iron coffer half buried in the rubble. It's locked.
Okay. I'll pocket that for now.
Okay. Still looking around?
Yeah, I'd like to look for a key for this.
Okay. You don't find one.
Okay.
But you do pick some stuff off of the skeletons. In particular, you find that 3 of their chainmail hauberks look like they're still usable. You also find 3 blackened maces and a flail.
With the haul you got there.
It is. Well, who would like some armor? For the low price of 10 copper pieces, you can have a chainmail hauberk yourself.
Mike, I will also say that as you were walking around in there and you were standing near the basin, seemed to be radiating heat.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of there ASAP.
Cool.
So it was again 3 rusty maces.
3 maces and a flail.
Flail. Thank you.
So I know you told us before, but my character wasn't there to hear it. They want to expect those bodies that they saw because they see that it's folded and they're kind of thinking, that's a little weird. Why does it look like that? So
Like the skeletons?
yeah, the skeletons. Like it kind of, because what you would describe that it folded rather than like,
Yes.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rather
Like
than,
as if it had
snapped.
tendons, or was it like folded and bent from like the middle of the bone?
No, like imagine
Is it like the Wicked Witch in The Wizard of Oz?
no. I want you to imagine like a log that has burnt fully. And then when you poke it, instead of it kind of like absorbing it or cracking or anything, the part that you poke just kind of shifts.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And like kind of slides. That's what I mean.
Oh, so it would go. Is it going to be able to go back, or does it look like it folded like that? Did it stay that way, or did it?
No, it stayed that way.
Okay, it stayed that way. Okay, yeah. So my question is valid. Why does it look like that? That's weird. So
You'd
I'm
notice
kind of,
that the inside of it is also glowing red hot. So
that's what I kind of wanted to get at. My character did not hear that before, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
no, that is fair.
So I kind of wanted to inspect it. I don't think any of my characters would know anything about it, granted, because I have a butcher, a gambler, a corn farmer, and a cut purse. So I don't think any of them would have any expertise in what this means. But my butcher kind of wants to chop it and see if, like, opening it up, if it's gonna be oozing some kind of goo, or maybe it's molten metal.
Ooh, sadly, no.
Oh.
He cuts one in half. And just like the other one, it separates like normal, and it's basically like concentric rings of hotter and hotter bone. And they are hot to the touch.
Okay. So it's kind of like
Also-
those cigarette lighters in like
Yes.
a car where you.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Don't touch those.
Seeing you poking at the skeleton, I'm gonna go over to the skeleton too and examine the feet, like where they're touching the ground.
They're
Or-
like laying on the ground.
I want to see like under them, like where they're touching the ground. I kind of want to
Okay.
look at that and like try and
what?
roll it over.
You try and roll it over, and the thing crumbles.
What's the ground from where like it was laying look like?
You see an outline of stone, and it's outlined by black soot. It's outlined because it looks like somebody was sitting on it while there was a fire going on.
I want to walk around the room and look at the walls to see if I see anything where fire might shoot out of.
Okay.
I've just got a blacksmith kind of like looking around the walls.
You don't see anything.
I want to touch them as I go.
They feel like soot.
Gross.
You're getting really ashy. Kind of gross. Nice and charcoaly. Also, all of you came into the courtyard, I guess, by this point, right? Because at that point, you hear a loud bang. And you hear the tolling of a great bell.
Oh.
I don't like it.
Somewhere. Can we orient the bell location?
Sounds like it came from just above the portcullis that you all walked through.
But they didn't murder hole us.
I mean, if you like walk back into the courtyard to look, you'd see that the portcullis is now down, which was probably the bang you heard.
We're trapped.
Oh,
We're trapped. We're all gonna die. Oh my gosh.
No, it's
I
fine.
mean, there might be a slight chance of getting out.
You know what'll help with that? A fancy new chainmail hauberk to keep you safe.
Why did we come here? We didn't even want to be here. Oh my gosh.
Now that you guys are all kind of out there in the middle of it again, I'll just kind of reorient you with what you're kind of seeing all around. So yeah, the portcullis is down now. You can kind of see the well slightly forward and to your right. Also, it looks like one of the back corners, the wall has collapsed in kind of a large pile of debris that you could kind of walk over potentially, or potentially climb over and out of. And half of one of the other towers has been swallowed in a giant smoking pit. Also there's a door in the one tower that's still standing. Fun.
You know, I'm gonna still stick with my guess of maybe there's a dragon here at least.
Giant
Possibly a
smoking
part
pit.
of this. Yeah.
It's going well. Thank you, Grape Ape.
But
We are having fun.
there's a door, like a magical door that just
No, just a door, like a wooden door in the bottom of the tower.
Oh, okay. I thought like, yeah, out of nowhere, this magical door showed up, and I'm like,
Yeah. Wouldn't that
I'm
be
not
great?
okay with that.
No.
well, our ingress method and potential egress method has been blocked, so we should probably figure out a different way to get out of here in case we have to do that in a hurry. There's a door, or we can try climbing over the wall.
Or the well.
Beware.
Could try the well.
What does the debris look like, as far as, like, you said that the one tower was swallowed up by a big giant smoking pit, but you said that one of the walls had collapsed.
Yeah.
Does it look like it's climbable?
It looks like it might be. To your
I don't know
question,
if my barrel can get over that.
the debris, it looks like a bunch of stone, right? Like it looks like it was components of the wall.
Does it look like it might be more climbable if somebody had, say, a grappling hook?
Potentially.
Don
You have-
pulls out his grappling hook.
Do you have rope for your grappling hook?
Why'd you have to be specific?
I have some rope.
This
I
guy.
happen to have some rope.
Oh, okay. I do not.
And-
That was
I
more of an
assume
offer in
if
case you
it
don't
says
have it,
just
yeah.
grappling hook, I only have the hook then. So, yeah, I guess I don't have rope for it.
I got a side of
I
beef.
mean, at most, yeah. At most, I could offer fruit and some chicken meat.
Yeah, I have a deer pelt, but I don't know how well that would work getting tied to a grappling hook.
No, but I bet it's really comfy if we get cold.
Probably.
I'll trade that deer pelt for a mace.
I feel like that's a bad trade.
Mike's one character is just walking around holding all these things.
It's-
No, give me stuff for it.
He's the
He
merchant.
just sounds like those creeps in the alley that are like, "Do you want to buy a watch?"
I was thinking he's the merchant from Resident Evil 4.
yeah.
Welcome, stranger.
Without a trench coat with him the whole time.
Yeah.
Actually, I would, yeah, like to check out this rubble and try climbing up it.
We can tie your barrel at the end and kind of use it as a weight, and then we'll pull it up at the very end. That way you won't lose your barrel.
Mm.
I mean, I really like my barrel. I made it myself.
I actually have a cart of rocks I'd also like to bring along.
Hold up. You're carrying around a cart of rocks.
I mean, it's more of a wheelbarrow, really.
Hey. Is this Gary or a different group member?
No,
Gary
this is
too.
this is Wayne the Wainwright.
Perfect. Thank you for clarifying.
Thank you for clarifying.
Well, we'd all think that Gary was already insane before this whole well thing, if he was just carrying around a cart of rocks as well.
Yeah. No, don't worry. It's his buddy Wayne with the cart of rocks. They came together, clearly.
I mean, I guess I can try and help you pull up this cart of rocks with this, but I don't know how that...
I mean, we could probably put the deer pelt over it to hold them in so that they don't fly out.
True.
You know, maybe deer pelt over it, rope around it to kind of tighten it up, secondary rope to pull it.
Yeah.
I mean,
this is all sounding really complicated.
Well, they're figuring that out. Two of my guys are going to scale this rubble and see if there's any way to get from the rubble up to the wall.
So the rubble, as you're kind of getting closer and really looking at it more, it is like these massive blocks, almost looking like kind of gigantic dice that are all kind of tumbled all over each other. Sure. Are they just going at it, just going for it?
Yes.
Not trying to be careful, just like fucking first to the top?
You just scramble up it.
Cool, okay.
Absolutely. I mean, they're going to bring one end of a rope and leave the other end down at the bottom.
All right, well, they cause a slide, a rock slide, of course.
Perfect.
Which I rolled a 24 to hit, so they both
Ooh.
definitely get hit. And I'm assuming
Ouch.
your other two are at the bottom waiting for them or watching.
Well, the other two are... well, one of them's the one with the barrel, so he hasn't gone up yet.
Cool.
And the other one is the one trying to sell people things, so he's where the people are.
Cool. Okay, so those two fall to the ground for 6 damage as they get crushed.
Well, that's both of them gone.
There you go.
No!
Also, all
Wait,
their gear
wait.
is destroyed.
Oh no!
Wait, did we even get their names?
No.
Nameless character 1 and 2.
I
Death by way of rock slide.
Yes. F's in chat.
Oh no.
Hey,
So all of you hear a rock slide go off, and then two people, I'm assuming, Wilhelm scream as they get crushed by falling rocks.
I
I'm having
I-
second
I'm at-
thoughts about bringing the barrel of the
Mhm.
wagon or cart of rocks up that now.
I'm also just
it-
having second thoughts about going up there.
Also
Yeah.
that.
there is a door. There's
yeah,
a door.
I think
Wait,
the
why
door
are
is this. Yeah, the door is the safer option.
Why were we climbing this when there was a door?
because
I wanted
it's
to
there.
climb it.
It looked like fun.
I mean, what could have gone wrong there? It seemed fine.
Literally
Death.
nothing.
Death.
Nothing at all.
my elven chandler just looks at it. It's like, could there be any more rocks?
Well, there could because we have a wagon of them.
We have a wagon that's probably gonna fall on us. Yes.
I do love though that like four of us face palmed at Chris's joke at the same time.
I it was terrible. Yes, that I had to. maybe not at all.
Golf clap. Golf clap.
Way to go. Way to go. Okay, so sorry, you're checking out the door.
I think that's probably the safer bet. Yes.
Yeah, cool. Flanked by crumbling stone walls, the moss-covered tower stands proud despite the ravages of time. A tall, rust-bound portal bars the tower's sole entrance, watched over by a leering demonic gargoyle. Rings of deep arrow slits pierce the thick walls, and overarching battlements loom high above. The first thing you notice is that it doesn't open.
Well, it's a good thing I have an axe.
I happen to have a crowbar. One of my survivors.
I also have a crowbar.
I have an axe.
Whoa.
I have my chicken axe, which I know can cut more things than chicken. So
Are you guys just all going at the door? Like
Every one of
Two
us.
crowbars.
I imagine we're all in like a line. We've got two with crowbars going at the sides, and then the three of us with the axes, just like bang, bang, bang.
It's
Nice.
reminding me of that scene from Airplane where they're like the ladies freaking out and they're like all slapping her.
just a lineup. Each of you is just like
We all just take some whacks at the doors.
Yeah. We're
guns
taking
for you.
turns,
Smash.
like
Great.
lining up and taking turns for hitting
Yes.
a pinata.
Okay. Eventually, the door succumbs to your conga line of violence, and it opens into a small chamber. The hot stench of rot rolls from the tower, raising bile in the back of your throat. The floor of the wide tower is covered in rotting hides of cattle, sheep, and men. A narrow staircase spirals around the tower wall. Dark forms hang from chains spiked through the wall. Surely these are your fellow countrymen. A pack of snarling beastmen slowly emerges from the shadows, bloody spears clutched in their gnarled hands. So there are that many of them. Now we get to roll for what the beastmen look like. Hooray! Because this is the fun part. When you're not dying.
The variety of beastmen that we could be getting.
Getting killed by.
Perfect. Love that for us.
Okay. So the first one has thick, bristly fur and the head of a tiger. Ooh.
Mhm.
The next one. Oh, no, I wanted to do that again. Also has thick, bristly fur and the head of a ram. The next one is receding lips that curl back to reveal saber-like fangs and the slit pupils of a cat. So like
Nice.
just like oh, what's the guy from Mortal Kombat?
Oh, Baraka.
Yeah, there you go.
Right. Can't wait to fight that.
I was about to say, I can't wait to get juggled in a corner.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how to jailbreak, guys. If you guys play fighting games, you know what I'm talking about.
Great. Oh my god. All right, the next one is curling ram's horns and bulbous, oversized eyes.
Yo, how many of these are there? Because you just keep going.
Well, there's at least one more. a hunched, furred back with a second diminutive head. And there's one more.
Oh, Lord.
Oversized, hanging jowls that drip black ichor and tiny pinholes for eyes. So it's just like he just doesn't have like a lower jaw, just like hangs like a flap of skin, just hangs.
Great. Great.
I think
Love
we need to
that
kill
for him.
these in order of upsettingness.
No, why are we killing them? Maybe they can talk to us. Maybe they're friendly.
Should we just send Gary in to hug them while he's got the seeds all over him?
True.
Gary found that gold sensor, and he has reason to live now.
I'm just imagining he's just dancing in like skipping in a circle, carrying it around still.
Okay.
Have these creatures noticed us?
Yes. Oh yeah, and they're stalking towards you. And actually,
Aggressively?
as they're we're gonna roll initiative, but as you guys are getting ready, a massive hulking figure drops down in front of the door
To rescue us?
and turns to attack Chris, whoever is first in his line.
No.
With a
That'll be my.
16.
Yeah, no, that'll hit.
Great. He buries his axe into your character for 6 damage.
And my Elven Chandler is gone.
This man has no
Could he
mercy.
be
Any more dead? Yes. Ugh. All right, everybody roll initiative.
Yeah.
Why you do this?
You chose to play this game with us.
I know. Starting to regret it.
No, you're not. Don't
I'm
lie to
not.
us.
Not at all.
Don't forget, we do still have a banked buff and reroll.
You
Which
do.
I think we're gonna
Ooh.
need here.
Yep.
Now, it is up to me to use, I guess, but I will let you guys use it if you want. But of course, everybody else can. Or I guess we'll start with Chris. What's your roll?
Well, I have a 14.
Okay.
10 for me.
Oh, Mike.
5.
All right, Nick.
16.
Okay, and Alana.
11.
Okie dokie. Chris, you are going to be up first.
All right.
No, sorry. Actually, I lied. Nick is up first. Sorry, Chris. Stole your thunder.
That's fine.
Got your hopes up just to crush your dreams.
That's what I
Just
do.
like my Elven Chandler.
Yep. Didn't even get a chance. Could have been a contender.
Could be worse. He could be as crushed as Mike's 2 characters.
True.
He knew the risks of the rocks.
I don't think he signed a waiver before climbing those.
No, he didn't. He definitely didn't have his safety harness on either.
I would like to sue the owner of this keep.
OSHA violation everywhere. Great. Okay, Nick, you're up.
Okay, so I'm standing in the doorway staring at a hulking beastman and my 16 of my closest friends all hiding behind me, so I got nowhere to go.
Pretty much.
All right.
I
Wilson
mean, you could squeeze by the Beastman if you want to go attack one of the other lovely people.
But you know what? The one with the jowls was really grossing me out.
Yep.
Reasonable.
Well, with the +0, 7 for the woodcutter to rush the jowl creature.
7 is not going to be good enough. as you attempt to hit him, and he deftly moves out of the way, you hear him kind of go like, oh, through the mass of flesh.
Okay. Wayne the Wainwright is going to leave his cart of rocks behind and try and attack the hulking figure in the doorway.
Leaving the rocks behind
Seven-
for this.
17.
Ooh, that's gonna hit.
Okay, and that is 1 damage.
Ooh. What did you hit him with?
A club.
Ooh, bonk.
Yeah. It's like the handle of a wheelbarrow, just not attached to anything. Just a spare in case it breaks.
He just
Basically a
takes
table
it
leg.
off
And
of
have
the
Basically
a
wheelbarrow
table
and
leg.
smacks it and
Yeah.
then puts it back in.
That's great.
Marvin the Minstrel will stop. No, you know what? Marvin the Minstrel is gonna tune up the ukulele and try and just add some ambiance to the fight. But Gary from behind, actually, Gary's weapon was a sling, but I think I'm gonna say that he's now using the sensor as a sling, just loading it up. For a 17.
Yep. Who's he hitting?
And the guy in the doorway, he's standing
Oh,
outside.
yeah.
4 max damage on the sling.
Ooh. Looking bloody. You got him right in the eye with the sensor. I also should mention this hulking creature is basically a gigantic minotaur. And it
Perfect.
buried
Love
its
that for
axe in Chris's character. Wonderful. Okay, thanks, Nick. Chris is up.
All right.
Wait, no,
I guess-
sorry. Somebody else is up. No, I'm kidding. It's Chris's turn.
Almost had my hopes crushed for a second time. All right. Okay. I guess I'll go with. I guess going in order here. Artie, the elven artisan here. I'm gonna go for the Baraka looking fella.
Ooh, teeth.
Yep. I'm gonna go at him with my staff. So let's see how we do. Is a 12 gonna do it?
A 12 will do it.
Ah, perfect. In that case, that's gonna be a 4 damage.
Oh fuck! You murdered him again. I know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to rein it in. I swear. You just straight up murked him. He hisses as he dies after you thwack him across the temple, and he goes down like a sack of hammers.
Ah, perfect. All right. I guess next up I'll do Kramer the costermonger here. Go with my knife against the hulking minotaur.
Chris is very into 90s TV shows, for those of you who don't know.
Just
I mean,
slides,
arrange, but
slides into the room that the Beastmen are in.
you know what? Exactly, that's how I picture it. Just slide in. Just
Handful
it goes
of
for the
lettuce in a
minotaur.
hand.
Lettuce.
All right. There we go. Oh. Is 10 gonna do it? I'm guessing not.
10 will not.
Ah, all right, never mind then. All right, and lastly, Chuck the chicken butcher here is gonna go for Jowie Boy there. So
Sir Jowls.
Sir Jow- You know what? I kind of I like it, but I gotta go for it. So yeah. 13.
Yep.
Okay. And that'll be 6 points of damage.
Ooh, dead. Straight up. What did you hit him
Not
with?
quite.
You got rid of that
My-
jelly.
with my chicken butchering axe.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm picturing you like buried it in like his like face or something. but the force of the blow carries through and like results in the jowls like swinging up like over his face.
Just had to gross us out on the way out.
Yep.
What part of
Like
this
it's-
hasn't been gross? You know what game you've signed up for. Like,
It's like a jowl toupee. That's
it's been an hour and a half of it. Like,
You're covered in chia seeds that
Yeah.
are covered in mucus.
Vaseline.
and the jowls are too much for you.
Yeah.
By the way, welcome, Shade of Icarus. Corporate Crash Course is us. We do silly things. It was a funny name that made sense.
Yeah.
So there you go. I don't
I'm
know. There's
just
probably
here.
better reasons.
God, I can't stop thinking about the jowl thing. I'm sorry.
It's like
He does
it's
this
like a
to
really
distract
bad,
us so
a
he
really
can kill
bad
off all our
comb over,
characters.
You know, like he's just.
I'm thinking the over exaggerated like toothache thing where they've got
Yep.
the bandage going all the
Yep.
way around. That's all I can think of.
Yep. But it's
I mean-
jowl.
But it's jowls.
It's a jowl.
Somehow I picture that's like his profile picture on a dating app. Just jowl.
Oh my gosh.
The dating app is Beaster. Okay. Anyway.
Someone
Yeah.
would tell me I'm a wet kisser. Moving on.
What's that? We killed him? Wow.
Amazing. What's next?
Is that it for you, Chris?
Yeah, no, that's all three of my standing characters.
Okay, Alana's up.
Oh, I'm up. Oh, jeez. I don't know if I can follow that.
Yeah, top that.
So there's this giant minotaur in the doorway.
Yep.
I'm kind of outside the doorway with my crowbars. I didn't get in.
You could squeeze by if you want.
I think Adele will try at least and hop in there and try to smack something with a club.
Okay, who do we still got inside? We got Ram Head, Tiger Head. Oh right, we got Two Head, the one with the small one, and then we have Ram's horns and bulbous eyes, like the frog things from Dark Souls.
Oh.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think Adele and Martha will try to slide in here and take a look at the Beastmen. Maggie and Byron will try to stay at the Minotaur. So I'm gonna have Maggie stab this Minotaur with a dagger. And that's a nat 20.
Woo!
Hey.
Yeah!
Would the dating app be Meat Grinder?
That is
Scott.
Oh my gosh.
Probably. Okay, Alana, you got to roll a d4.
1.
Opportunistic strike, inflict plus 1d3 damage with the strike.
Okay. Where's my... I just had my d4. Where'd it go? Okay. That's gonna be 4 damage.
All right, you stab the Minotaur in such a way that he dies.
Yes!
hey.
Right in the gut.
Slumps over. You just in and twist it.
Yeah.
He just slowly growls and it turns into a moan as he falls over, clutching his gut.
Yes.
The other beastmen immediately lose face and try to scatter. But it's
Scared.
you guys can still it's still your turns, so
No. My
Okay.
people were merciful. I feel like they were just under the impression that this Minotaur is, you know, kind of a mean man and forced them
yes,
to fight.
of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Probably bullied them into it. Maybe some blackmail.
Right, yeah, you know. Tortured
Okay.
them a little, you know. They're
Yeah.
they're
Probably.
probably it's Isle of Dr. Moreau crap going on in here.
Vivisection
Yeah.
to them, yes.
It's
Mm.
probably for the best that we got rid of that Minotaur. We've rescued these people. they were held captive, clearly.
Whatever helps
I
you sleep
feel-
at night.
I feel like the Jowls guy over there, though, he probably needed to die, and that's putting him out of his misery.
I think he was in on it. Him and the Minotaur were probably pretty tight.
That's how
Yeah.
that's how we're sectioning this off in our brain.
Okay.
No,
lower
I saw
jaw?
it written
No,
in the
go
soot
on.
in the last room. It's definitely for sure what was going on.
She runs back and starts writing it in the sun.
There it is, right there. Clear as day, guys. They wrote right
Low-
out their
lower,
evil
lower
plan.
jaw equals person.
Yeah.
Where
Great.
do these guys go?
They try to run through the door into the courtyard.
And where do they go from there?
That's a great question. It is Zoe's
follow
turn. I mean, they haven't. Zoe could still choose to let them leave or not.
I mean, we don't even want to be here. We're not chasing anybody down.
Great. Okay. The beasts go running into the courtyard, and they make it for the. They go running for the collapsed wall.
Joke's on them.
Just wait. Everything will sort itself out soon enough.
Did you say that this Minotaur had a big crooked axe?
It did.
Are you gonna try to sell it to us?
I think a sales pitch
Not
is
this
coming.
time. No. Anyone who needs it, here, take them.
Are they
I
getting
was not
heavy?
expecting this. I would rather you guys have good weapons.
Yeah, it's got a massive, like double-headed axe.
Maggie will take it. She feels like she deserves it.
Ooh, that's good. He's also got a bunch of other stuff on his body
Upgrading
if anybody
from
wants it.
Maggie with the daggy.
Yeah, upgrading from Maggie with the daggy to Maggie with the axie. Doesn't quite roll off the tongue as well. Does it seem like it's in disrepair or anything, or does it just seem
Yeah.
like a giant axe?
No, it's just a giant axe.
Okay.
Took good care of the axe, unlike his friends.
What? Can somebody give me the stats of an axe? Because I've forgotten and I don't have my rule book up here.
It would
I
be
think it's a D8.
Is it a battle axe or a
Yeah.
battle axe is a
hand
D10.
It's a battle
Yeah.
axe. So
That's a D10.
Sick.
Maggie plus axe equals max. Yes. That's great.
Yes.
Okay.
But you also use a D16 on initiative. Because it's a
Oh.
two-handed weapon.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
You're right.
Now, a couple of things as you guys are in here. As I mentioned before, the floor is kind of covered in rotting hides. There are people hanging from chains from the roof of the tower. There is a kind of thin staircase that winds itself up, and you notice, kind of looking up and to the right, that there's a hallway that looks like it probably runs on the inside of the one wall. Also, as you right inside the door, if you turn left, there's another door that seems to go into the other wall.
There's a door on the left and a door on the upper right.
Yes.
Hmm.
Well, no door on the upper right, but
Sorry, a
it's
hallway.
open to a hallway. Yeah.
Right.
Martha is kind of inquisitive. She's curious. She's gonna poke her head around the open hallway in the upper right.
It is dark down.
Very
you would
like
need
super
to,
dark.
dark enough that you can't really tell. Like you can see that it goes to at least above where the portcullis was. You can see light kind of coming up from the murder holes, but you can't see anything like specific beyond that from
If
where you
I-
are right now. Anyway,
If I take a 10-foot pole and poke around, does it hit anything?
it barely goes down the hallway, so no.
Okay.
Gary appears behind you holding a lit torch.
Oh,
Here.
I can see. Oh God, it's scary.
Oh, no.
Have you tried burning the seeds off yet, Gary?
That's actually
I just
a good
imagine Gary getting like way too close because he doesn't understand personal
Yeah.
space.
Yeah, he's like over the shoulder.
You smell him before you see him.
Oh no.
The scent thing doesn't help at all.
Is it him or the seeds that I'm smelling? I don't know.
Did he smell before he showed up?
I don't know.
Now what do I see? Since Gary's a little, he's
He's
making Martha a
illuminated
little
things.
uncomfortable. You can feel the breath on her neck, and
I mean, the hallway, it's a long hallway. It's like 100 feet or so. So you still see kind of down to it.
but there's like
Um,
no rooms jutting off the hallway. That it's just really super. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
I'm not okay with that.
it's like
Gary,
10 feet
can you-
across, but it's like all the way down.
Can you back up? I'd like to leave now.
Gary goes back.
Thank you, Gary. She goes back to her group. You know, he's not that bad, just a little weird.
Sorry, did we finish looting the Minotaur, or
Nobody mentioned it.
We took his axe. Does
Yeah,
he
that's
okay?
if there's one thing that Gary is consistent about?
Any trinkets on here?
So yeah, he's wearing are decorative people hanging around alive. Yes, they are. They are moan slightly and are definitely alive. So the Minotaur is wearing the Minotaur has like a torque across himself. It looks like it's pretty well made and might have some precious metals within it. So it might be worth something.
Gary's wearing it now.
Cool.
This
Just
is
Hey,
Gary.
Gary, I'll trade you a suit of chainmail for that.
It's got a bunch of bleached skulls. Like its base is silver, but it's got a bunch of bleached skulls on it with like runes etched into them. So Gary's looking pretty
I
pretty
feel like
scary
Gary
now.
is swimming in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because didn't we say he's not a very big man?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
I was this close to putting him in a waterproof bag.
No, you weren't. It was not big enough.
So,
Well,
did you find anything up top? Anything worth checking out up there? In the hallway?
I just realized I was muted. I basically told him it was darkness, Gary, and more darkness.
Yep. Darkness, darkness, darkness.
And Gary.
And Gary.
Gary.
I mean, maybe
Poor
we could
Gary.
check on these people, see if
don't
Gary
wanna
just
deal
wants
with
to
it
see
too
if they
much.
have anything.
They're people from the village. They don't have anything. They're emaciated. They've been like
What's
hung
in
upside
their
down for a
pockets?
while.
can we get them loose?
Yes. I would say, I guess, with this, anybody who's lost characters, if you want more characters, you can take them from these people. I give you the option. Because we lost, what, 3 people so far?
Yeah.
So there's 3 of them hanging then.
I'm good.
Cool.
I only need Gary.
Gary's life.
But yeah, we'll let him loose. I mean, we were looking for another way out, but is that still the objective? Yes. There's another door. Wilson the woodcutter is not the brightest, just assumes this one's locked and starts hacking.
Oh, okay. The second he buries his axe into it and tries to pull it out, the door swings open.
Like
I-
opens before he touches it or anything?
No.
Oh,
Like I
okay.
said, he buries his axe in it, goes to pull his axe out, but the door
Oh,
swings
okay.
open
Okay. I see.
as he dislodges his axe.
Sounds like he tried to push a pull door.
It goes both ways.
So it's not fire safe, or it is fire safe.
It's extra safe for fire.
Yes.
Unlike that other place we visited.
Yeah.
Of course. The stairs descend.
Well, this doesn't look like a way out, but it's a way somewhere.
Way down.
Okay, Greg the beggar is going to begin handing out these maces because he can't use them great, but he's not going to the scary hole until other people have them. So who would like a mace, if anyone?
You know, Kramer's probably gonna take one. He's only got a knife.
They're better than your clubs. That's
Yeah. I feel like Dolores the blacksmith might want a mace.
Do you
Oh,
still
one
have?
more.
You have one more?
Yeah.
I'd take one for Wayne the Wainwright. So he's not having to disassemble his wheelbarrow every time we get into a fight.
Smart.
What's the staff for the mace again?
it's a D6.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
The stairs descend and it is dark. Also kind of muggy down there. A little humid.
So it probably smells.
Oh yeah.
Gary doesn't smell anything.
Yeah,
Just
the sense of smell is shot.
swinging the sensor. We just smell incense.
Yeah.
So my Cooper's going to leave his barrel up here, and he's going to begin walking down the stairs with his 10-foot pole out, tapping it
Sweet. Okay. You descend
like a
for
proper adventurer.
you descend for a while, and eventually have like an about face as you keep descending. And you notice the hint of gold that seems to glimmer at the edge of your torchlight, several steps below you.
Okay.
Gary's bringing up the rear, so he's not rushing it this time.
I will continue.
I'll be the pack right behind Mike's group as
Cool.
well. So
So you just, as you approach it, you notice that it's just from 3 gold pieces that are found on a gray stone step at your feet.
Yeah, Greg the beggar's going to rush forward and grab those.
Okay.
Like how it's Greg and Gary are the
yeah.
2 beggars.
Does anything happen to him when he picks them up?
No, you just pick up 3 gold pieces.
All right. So I'm going to continue down the stairs.
Okay.
Creepy.
Okay. So you keep going down, and eventually the wide stone steps descend into a long hall. The walls are decorated with elaborate tile mosaics depicting foul ceremonies to horrific and baleful fiends. The walls are slick with condensation and black algae. The condensation runs in rivulets and collects in a long, brackish pool set in the center of the hall. Everybody, roll a luck check for me.
Per character or for the crew?
I'll make you do for the crew first.
Okay.
And then we'll see if we need to do per character.
Okay.
Going through the pyramid again?
No, I'll just ask, did anybody roll below a 15?
I rolled a 3.
Yep.
13.
Okay, so Nick, you don't have to do any more rolling. Everybody else, you're going to do luck checks for each of your characters again, and keep track of, again, who gets less than a 15.
I only have 2 characters, not 4.
All of mine got less than a 15.
Ditto.
3 of mine got less than a 15.
Cool. Okay, so all of your characters that rolled less than 15. The
Die.
pool looks really interesting. You're all suddenly drawn to walk up to it to just kind of take a closer look at it. As you approach, you see a light flicker on at the bottom of the pool, and something floats to the top. And each of your characters notice that for each of them, there is a skull that is glowing on the water. And they all want to pick it up.
And my guys are going to pick it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna start heading towards it to try and pick it up.
Maggie's gonna try and stop the rest of her group from picking that dang skull up.
Gimme.
No, they really want to. They can't be stopped.
Gimme.
By nothing.
Just a skull. Just a cool skull. Well, how are you trying to stop them?
Well, Maggie wants to at least tackle one of them down.
Okay.
Or, like, tackle them up, like, push them up against a wall to stop them. But I guess that doesn't stop the other two from walking up. So I'm gonna roll a d3 and see which one of them she tries to do that to.
Okay.
She tries to do that to Byron. She tries to stop Byron at least. The other, Adele and Martha will still go forward.
Okay. I don't know. Have Byron roll a strength check then. Why not?
All right. That is a 13. Do you want me to roll one against Maggie? Then it's
Sure,
well.
why not?
Maggie got a 16 as well.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, she's holding them down. He just really wants a skull though, man.
Yeah.
Just everybody else looks so cool with the skulls.
I mean, a couple of my crew would probably follow that initiative and try and hold back whoever, or maybe try and knock some skulls away. Somebody's got a 10-foot pole.
Every time you destroy one of the skulls, the character walks back to the pool and another skull floats up, and they pick it up.
Gimme.
Yeah. I already started naming my skulls. I mean, Chuck's got chicken 1 and chicken 2.
Chicken 1 and chicken
Kramer's
2.
got
Wait, how did he get 2 skulls? You're supposed to only have
Kramer's
one.
got Jerry and George.
He's collecting over there.
Oh. Oh, got a little greedy. He sees them as chicken, maybe.
So they just sitting there staring at these skulls. They're just like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're not like obsessed with them. They just take the skull and like hold on to it, put it in like a pocket or something.
Everyone else can see these skulls though, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I wanted to make sure it wasn't some weird illusion crap
mind
that we're
games.
like
No.
holding a fake skull.
And anybody else who like approaches the pool, the same thing happens. A skull floats up, and like
So one floats up per person, even if they don't feel the urge to take
Yep.
one. When they walk up, one foot.
yeah, whenever anybody kind of like walks up and looks into the pool, they see that same thing happen.
All right, well,
Oh, cool.
Maggie has realized she can't stop Byron, so Maggie will not take a skull, but the other 3, I guess, will.
Cool.
She doesn't trust it. Cursed, I say.
Cody, you said there was stuff on the walls here.
Yes.
I'll have Marvin the minstrel, take a look.
Okay. So it's two major mosaics, but Marvin basically kind of picks out 3 distinct scenes amongst these. The first is a hooded form standing atop a towering stone on the edge of a vast lake. There are 7 tentacles that wave from the water. The second scene is 2 armored figures holding a single flail, commanding legions of hunched beast-like warriors. And the last one depicts a low island set in the center of a black lake. A golden pyramid is set atop the island, and a figure armed with a flail is preparing to sacrifice a maiden.
No skulls in any of these, though.
Correct.
And sorry, can you remind me, was there another entrance to this room?
Oh, sorry. I guess I didn't talk to that. No. So you guys entered from the one side, and there's a hallway that exits just out the other side of the room.
I guess we'll keep going, carrying our skulls now.
Yes.
Well, some of you.
All of me are carrying skulls.
All of me have them as well.
I like the
My
idea
group-
that we all just kind of make cliques, the no skull group and the skull group.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
Matt,
there's
you can
Gary.
hang out with
And then
People have
there's
skulls.
Gary.
Gary's his own little, because
Yeah.
no one wants to touch those seeds.
No.
Gary's wearing some skulls, I think.
Yeah.
You just
right.
stick them to the
Just
seeds.
sticks onto him.
Okay, so you guys keep descending, and eventually the wide stone steps run down to the dark sand beach of a vast underground sea. Far out across the water, you can make out a golden glow through the gloom. An enormous menhir stands at the water's edge, dark waves lapping at its intricately carved faces. Past the towering standing stone, a dragon-prowed longship emerges from the darkness, its hull scrawled with forbidding sigils and runes that glow a sickly green in the dim light. The ship draws to a stop some 50 feet offshore. The beat of distant drums and far-off wails of terror mixes with the quiet lapping of the waves. And that is where we're going to stop today.
Ooh.
Woo! All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in for what turned out to be part one of Sailors on the Starless Sea. You can never tell if we were going to make it through all the way through with that, but I hope everybody had fun. I certainly did. Great to see some new people. I'm sorry I wasn't as involved in chat towards there at the end, but this was a lot of fun. Yeah, I guess, does anybody have any final thoughts before we sign off for today?
See you next time.
Other than
Elena,
that,
what's coming up after us?
it's gonna be Sanctum Secorum. I
Ooh.
believe. Let me check my schedule because I'm crazy. It's gonna be Sanctum Secorum reading room actually. So they're gonna be doing reviewing a Moorcock book. I forget which one. Please don't kill me. But
Elric, it's always Elric.
yeah, it's not though. I can say that.
Hawkmoon? It's one of those two. Oh well, anyway.
We'll have to watch to find out.
Yes, you will.
So stay
Um,
tuned.
Thanks, everybody. Until next time, I've been Cody, your judge. This has been the Corptocracy. Again, where the games are thematic and the rhetoric is bureaucratic. Have a good night.